What's going on, guys? This is Pierre, your lovable love bug from Paneloids live stream. Welcome to Paneloids, Comic Books and More, your weekly comic book live stream where Pierre hosts the chaos, Kyle, the James Gunn of us all, Dimitri brings the rock solid late ass takes, and Jeremiah be yelling the deep cuts of comic history. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, leave a review, join our Discord, and catch us live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Can I say, when I wrote myself as James Gunn, it was right after watching a little interview where everyone, meaning the 3 stars of Superman, were seemingly annoyed with him. Like, horribly annoyed, where they were just like, okay, like, thanks. We heard you. Gotcha. I'm like, that's me. That's me. I'm the control freak. That's me. Like, it comes out cool in the end, and everyone's like, oh, good job. But it was a pain in the ass trying to get you there. And I think
we can't make it easy on you.
Nope.
I read the body language, and it felt so familiar.
Yeah, no, definitely not easy. Almost like casting Jared Leto in any of your movies.
I really like him. I don't know why he gets so much hate.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's just the movies that he gets put in,
and that song. He's got that really good song from when we were in high school.
It's a really good song.
30 Seconds to Mars, Time to Kill.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
30 Seconds to
And
Mars.
the cult. He does have the cult.
Yeah. Anyway,
guys, it's time for my favorite part, the nerdy news. Halle Berry is reportedly not returning as Storm in Avengers Doomsday, says the actress. So that's actual news or like kind of rumor? I'm not really sure.
Well, she said it.
Yeah, and so did Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
But she said it, and if we recall, she had a bad time when she was Storm. Like, they lied
on the
to her,
third
they tricked
movie.
her.
On the third
They
movie.
generally weren't great. And they generally underpaid her.
This was before superhero movies were what they are now, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it could be nonsense. I hope it's nonsense. I'd like to see her.
I think she'll have a really good time.
I would hope she would get paid more than anyone else.
More than anyone else, really?
I think because of X-Men 97, because of how great X-Men comics have been on and off, I think that Storm's popularity is way more than it was
I think
when those movies came out. Like, there's a bigger fan base now, especially with like her new book, and I feel like there would be such a like want for spin-offs and everything else, and a Black Panther romance, which, you know, a lot of people hate, actually. Side note.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hot take this one.
Hot take it.
Kill her off.
She shows up and
kill off the original Storm, Halle Berry. Kill her off. Just say not even like on camera. Just she died. She died. That's it. We don't talk about her. She's dead.
Wow.
And we introduce a new Storm. Because the Fox universe isn't gonna be our X-Men. It's just
no, I don't think so.
They're just passing the torch. They're passing the torch to the next X-Men. So, with that being said, let her Storm be gone and just move on to a new one. So
that's a hot take.
Her contract's going to be too expensive. It's not worth it. And especially if she doesn't want to do it, even like, let's say it's not a big contract, right? She's not getting paid a lot to do it. I would just do it. If you're like a fan and you enjoy it, like, just go do it. You know what I mean? Like, you're making so much money, you're already rich. Just like, go have fun with it. Like, Brad Pitt fucking had no business being in Deadpool, but he just did it just for fun, to be the invisible guy. Like, like,
same with Matt Damon when he was
in,
like the first Thor and the third.
If you're not a fan of it, then just go in peace. No problem. We loved you, and we move on. We get someone that's like super about it. Miss Marvel.
Great
Loves
point.
it. Writes her own book. Big fan of Marvel. Love it.
You're hurting
Let's
me.
go.
Though. You're
Miss-
hurting.
I'm
I
hurting you,
think
but
if
like
I
I'm
were
giving you
her-
Miss Marvel love. Like you gotta like accept that, you know?
If I were her, I wouldn't ask for any amount of money. I would ask just for 1% of gross.
Mm.
That's all you need. You get paid in Bitcoin.
Huh.
Not right now.
Yeah.
No, right now. Specifically right now. Because then when it goes back up,
Oh, so they could pay extra.
Yeah, let's not get into this right now. Moving on.
Just saying. Channing Tatum hints that his role in Avengers Doomsday might not actually be Gambit.
This is what I have been saying.
Ooh.
All these chairs of all these people coming back, never did it say that they are playing the specific person that they were. Like Alan Cumming, if he's coming back as Nightcrawler, great. But he could be coming back as Nighthawk.
He actually already talked about the costume process and how it's way quicker now. Could be a
That's
ruse.
just one example. That's just
Could be
one
a
example.
ruse.
I think Patrick Stewart's going to be Magneto, and I think Ian McKellen's going to be
That's
Xavier.
wild. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Your bizarro world.
Yeah, really. That's exactly what it is.
To debunk this, and I feel like he's just throwing us off, Channing Tatum has recently been posting like getting back into shape and everything. So
He needs to
He
slim
doesn't
down.
need to shame us like that.
He needs to shed.
I'm just saying, no, he is slimming down. That's the thing.
We need a skinny boy.
So like if he's slimming down, that might be like, hey, the fans said you were fat. So like you want to keep doing this, no problem. But like
But that was the mask. The mask made him look a little
yeah, it was definitely the mask.
Oh yeah, the mask always going to
too
make you
tight
look a
and
little
too
chonk.
open.
The mask was a little chunk. The mask gave him the chunk. I'll give you that. Moving on, Marvel released an 8.5-hour YouTube video of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine breathing with an iconic pose at the halfway mark. What?
Who watched this long enough to get the pose?
No.
That's a good question. What were they doing while they were watching this? Of
And
him just
why?
breathing?
Maybe they were using it as a white noise machine trying to go to sleep.
Why were they naked while watching this?
No.
Why was I watching a video of a
Yeah.
guy naked watching this for 8.5 hours?
But he clearly didn't stand there for 8.5 hours.
Oh no, it was all
No, he was sitting down.
Okay, so but why do that? Like, what is the point of looping it for that long just to get that little Easter egg? Why not just give that as a poster, as like an unreleased Deadpool Wolverine poster? Why do they want to make us watch pointless footage for hours and hours and hours for like just a little bit?
Because they know you will. Because they
Good
can.
point. It's a good point.
They don't think about whether or not they should. They only think if they can.
They're probably, I'll tell you what, if we don't look at the hours, maybe look at the minute count, maybe there's something there. And maybe it's like hey,
Reference
this is
to a specific issue.
yeah, like
400
this
and some
this
odd.
is what to look forward to in the
Probably
next
the
movie,
issue.
you know?
He did the pose of.
Yeah, could be that too. We need to post that pose. So go to the Discord. We'll post it in the Discord at some point.
we
Not
probably won't.
yet, but it'll be there eventually.
Yeah,
You got to go
probably.
follow.
We'll post it
Or-
and they'll be like, why are you sharing this? We don't want to
Send us an invite. Well, we might accept you in our exclusive group. It's so exclusive. Like the likes you've never seen. The most exclusive.
You're gonna trigger Jeremiah tonight. He does not like to do that impression.
Todd McFarlane thinks Zachary Quinto would make a great Batman, citing his intense roles. Can you see it?
Sorry, I'm looking up this image of Hugh Jackman.
No.
Oh, Dimitri's offended.
No reactions. All right.
He's old.
Well, it would be Brave and the Bold, so he can be old because he's going to have a plethora of Robins.
Who is Zachary Quinto for the people that don't know?
The guy that played Spock in the reboot movies of
You're
Star
not
Trek.
that old.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
figured
he
it was,
wouldn't.
but you know.
No, I wouldn't want that as Batman.
Yeah, I don't love it.
I think he'd be a great Green Lantern. I think he'd be a great Kyle Rayner.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean no?
Timothy
Yes.
Chalamet.
No.
No, he's
This
gotta be
just
young.
'cause you-
though.
That's just because you've got a Dune hard on for Timothy Chalamet.
I do really like him though. You ever see him on SNL when he like raps? It's really funny. It's Timothée, by the way.
Timothy.
Alec,
I wonder if
Alan Richardson. And that's fine.
You know-
mean, everyone wants Alan.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see his Wired autocomplete interview where he did the Batman voice for a hot second? That was awesome. No, it was great. Literally, like it's 5 seconds of him doing a Batman voice, and it's perfect.
Well, Skelenar is the popular again. Apparently, he's commenting on it now.
Yeah, but remember what happened the last time we got a blonde Batman? He died.
Wow.
Too soon? Too
It's
soon.
definitely way too soon. It's a week later. It's a week later. I was just here last week. You just go back one episode. We opened it with R.I.P.
You're being bad.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Dimitri finally caught up to it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dimitri's like 8 seconds behind.
Jeremiah, you should be saying thank you to us for even being here.
Don't do it.
Thank you.
We were gonna.
Have you even said thank you once for us allowing you to be here again? Huh? Mark Wade says Namor beats Aquaman. I can't follow up after that. Mark Wade says Namor beats Aquaman. Since Namor has no range limit from the water, do you agree?
Namor would wipe the floor with Aquaman.
Damn it, I said it wrong again.
Namor would lose to Aquaman because Aquaman would summon the fishes and they would bite off his little wings on his little ankles, and then he wouldn't be able to get out of the water and fly, and then they'd be equal.
Wait, don't they both summon fishes though?
I don't know.
Yes.
Namor talks to fish the same way?
Yeah.
Namor fucks fishes, okay?
Wait, Namor does? I thought Aquaman does.
I'll have to bleep that later.
Oh no, Aquaman gets fucked by fishes. It's a little different. Yeah.
But no, really though, like Namor has had relations with fishes.
Yeah.
And he is
And
way
Miss
more
Fantastic.
powerful. He's an Omega level mutant. Aquaman doesn't stand a chance.
I just hate his ankles.
Aquaman sucks. Let's just put it that way. You know, unless he has a hook. When he has the hook, prime.
That's how he flies.
When he's the 90s version that we remember.
If we're talking
Hook hand
Aquaman with his beard, he beats Namor. Yep. Anyways, Dan Slott says Summer of Superman special kicks off arcs for other Superman family members, even as he sticks with Clark. He also revealed Jack Ryder, the Creeper, is back in Superman Unlimited.
I have thoughts on this. Keep going.
Now a podcaster competing with the Daily Planet for stories. Jeremiah,
Dan
with your
Slott,
thoughts.
if you fuck up the Creeper, we're gonna have fucking words. Okay,
Wow.
I
He already
don't
doesn't
need
like
the
me,
Creeper
please.
to be a political pawn of any sort. He's a maniac who's crazy and loves having fun. There's no reason for him to be a fucking conspiracy theorist podcaster. Like Steve Ditko is rolling in his grave at the thought of this, I believe.
Who is the Creeper?
The Creeper is obviously blah, 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 blah. Now I just blinked out his name for a second.
So I think the Joker, but not as mean.
He was an actor who went to a costume party and was struck by lightning, and he couldn't get the costume off, and he went insane.
He's
got like super strength. He kind of looks like the Joker a little bit. I mean,
like in the face, but then like the costume.
But it's also the green and the yellow and the red. Like
yeah.
There was a female Creeper for a little while that was really cool because Cliff Chang had a nice fun little run with that. Beware of the Creeper. We haven't had a good Creeper book in a while. Don't
You're
fuck
a
this
fan?
up.
I
love
like
Creeper.
Really?
Of course he does.
Oh my god, he's a Ditko creation. There's no way that I don't love him.
Is he really been around that long?
Yeah, 1973.
What came first, Creeper or Joker?
Joker, 1940.
Oh, okay.
I think he knew, and he just asked you anyway.
Yeah, one would assume.
But
One would assume.
to be fair, Joker disappeared for 10 years. And Creeper's been going strong since 1973. Yes,
I
there
still
was a
take Joker
10-year
over
period
that.
in the comics that the Joker did not appear.
That's
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Now he's in everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. Interesting. The more you know. Haley Steinfeld. Steinfeld?
Steinfeld.
Steinfeld. Haley
Just say
Steinfeld.
Alan. Just say Alan.
Who's Alan?
That will be her married name. She's engaged to Josh Allen.
MVP.
No.
MVP.
No, she wasn't.
Wait, you didn't know?
The Paneloids podcast. I'm leaving.
MVP.
Damn.
Yeah.
She thanked.
He didn't get it for his performance on the field.
He got MVP because of her.
Haley Allen. Fucking shit. Was asked about Young Avengers and Kevin Feige. And Kevin Feige hit her with a major side eye. So what we're thinking is that she's probably in Young Avengers. I mean, realistically,
Champions. It's
it's
champions.
happening.
It's
Yeah, probably Champions. Something's happening. We know she's coming. You know, they set it all up. They set it up with the end of the Hawkeye show.
Yes.
Yeah, Miss Marvel comes up to her, is like, "Hey, I'm looking for a team," and then.
That is a random impression from Miss Marvel.
It's a very accurate impression, too.
Yeah. Go watch the clip. DC confirms Wonder Woman's death in a future set story, killed by a mystical dagger to the heart. Is this to make room for absolute Wonder Woman?
No, it's just to get Tom King off the fucking book.
I believe that. I believe both, if I'm being honest. But I believe that because there's some TikToks out there that I might have shared and commented I agreed with. But there's some TikToks specifically out there that are not too happy with the book.
And cost.
I mean, he's had his run. It's just run its course. He needs to get off the book.
I really hope Wonder Woman, absolute Wonder Woman, becomes like the it. Like all the absolute books, really. Like I started reading Absolute Superman, and the more you get into that, because I feel like it's Philip Kennedy Johnson, right? Slow burn.
No,
start.
it's that is Jason Aaron.
Jason Aaron.
He's still on the main title, I think.
It just feels
PKJ.
It's a very slow burn. So like I feel like
that's how Jason Aaron's been. Like he's been a slow, but the past few years from when I read of him, he's been, but it always is worth it.
I just feel like it's building up a lot. So like I don't sleep on the Superman story either. Like that one's coming. And it's kind of, I feel like it's like almost like a race now. Like Wonder Woman's up here. Superman's starting to creep up on Batman, I feel like, and might even pass it. Like that's how I feel.
Martian Manhunter though, which is sitting in the exact same spot.
No, still. Oh my god!
I could talk shit, so don't let me. But no, apparently that's aiming for number one. But to me,
I mean, Javier Rodriguez is a saint. So
Wonder Woman though, I can't. It's the best. Sorry, Snyder.
What absolute that hasn't been announced is one that you want to see? I'll go first. Absolute Creeper. No. Absolute Swamp Thing for sure.
Oh.
I think Snyder kind of rumored that. Or at least said he had an idea for it. Something on Twitter. That's probably the best one.
Yeah.
Honestly, just because it could be so like they don't even have to change. Right? Like the power set could be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything could be the same. Just change the environment in the sense of different upbringing. So
yeah.
The character's more evil. Can you imagine if Swamp Thing was just pure evil? Oh yeah, or just completely switch it up. Mm-hmm. But the Ram V run has a different I forget the name of the character.
It's not Alec?
No, not Ramves. No. Yeah.
To check
Again,
that out.
own it all. Haven't read it.
Absolute Titans.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be
expecting that to happen though.
cool. Yeah,
Hmm.
that would be really cool. I think for Absolute Swamp Thing, a cool take would be like him not having any memories, like him just like waking up, like it opens up and he's just like
So
like in
nothing
a-
human.
yeah, like just swamp, and like maybe he regains it later on, but like like
I
it just
love
brings
that
back-
idea
Yeah.
of trying to find your place in this world when you don't know nothing of yourself.
like just wait. And honestly, I'm stealing this from like Severance. Like this is like you wake up and this is your first minute of your life, and you're just like I am a swamp, like and you're just
Me swamp.
swamp.
What's swamp?
He doesn't even know swamp. He just is swamp. It's crazy. That's a clip. The sun hurts Superman. James Gunn has ruined everything for real this time. Yeah. Comment all
No.
your hate. No.
This is stupid. This is not real.
Yeah.
Why is this a nerdy news?
So if you watch
Clickbait.
they gave us a teaser where it looks as though the sun, his aliens, or not his aliens, his robots in his little lair. What's it called? Fortress of
Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, Solitude. So the little robots carry him over to the sun thing, and like the sunbeam comes hitting him, right? And they're like, "Oh, hit him at 10 times sun." I don't feel like it's hurting him. If anything, I think it's healing him, and it's just like his bones being put back into like position. It's gonna hurt it.
It's like if you get stitches or a dislocated arm, like all of it. Like it's
dislocated arm, perfect. It's
Yeah.
it's more like a dislocated arm. Boom, pop back into place, and now he's good. Like I don't think he's getting hurt. I can't believe people were going crazy over this because people really were commenting this.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't just something we made up, Jeremiah, for the record.
Yeah, no, I saw the comments. I did.
People just
but
want to hate.
yeah.
People want to hate James Gunn just to hate James Gunn at this point.
It
I feel
looks
like.
so
Yeah,
good,
everyone's
though.
looking for a reason.
Looks great.
So.
Like the Fortress of Solitude with his robots, which I'm sure have a name I can't think of. By the way, Pierre, you are a robot in the thumbnail tonight.
Nice.
But no, I'm super excited for it, and I think
Looks
I was
expensive.
leaning.
It does look expensive.
It does, yeah.
I actually was thinking that too when I watched it. I was like, yo, the budget on this movie has to be crazy. Like they're putting all their eggs in this. Like they're like, this is gonna rescue DC. Boom.
But I'm leaning on the fact that this could be a 10.
Yeah.
Like it really could be a 10 potentially.
I love
It
Crypto.
is-
That whole scene with Crypto. Ah,
Yeah.
it's
It
so
is
good.
Coming out at a tough time though. Are people
It
going to
is.
Barbieheimer this with Jurassic World and Fantastic Four?
Oh no. Oh, Fantastic Four, maybe
Yeah.
Jurassic World. No, that's not a real competition. You're gonna watch that at home on an illegal website. I mean, realistically.
I have a clip of you screaming, "Dinosaurs are back!"
Listen, I'm
What
gonna
do you
go
think?
watch it and give them my money, but I don't think people are really gonna make that a competition. Like, oh, do I go see Jurassic World or Superman this weekend? Like, it's gonna go Superman or Fantastic Four.
Yeah, why would they do that? Why would they compete with that?
They got to get it out for the Oscars. Not the Oscars. The Oscars, right?
So I'll say one
Yeah.
thing for
I don't
both
want any
sides.
Oscar.
I don't know who announced theirs first, but if Superman announced theirs first, then
They did.
Fantastic Four is hoping to piggyback off that and steal their thunder. So that's
Oh no, Fantastic Four was looking to cockblock them for sure.
yeah,
Like, that was the
100%.
goal.
Yeah, but I think it's going to backfire, which is going to be sad for Marvel because I feel like Marvel is really hoping that this brings them, or not brings them back, but like pushes them forward because right now they're kind of like
Yeah, they just
stale.
want to get out of the negative light.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully it's good. I hope either way, I hope we just get more comic book movies and either movie is great. And Jurassic World too. Hope that one's good. I know it's going to be good. It's going to be great on the couch. A new report hints at surprise cameos in James Gunn's Superman that will shock DC fans. Who do you think might appear?
Gal Gadot.
So we
No.
think actors, right? Or like Marvel or DC characters? Because I'm thinking like
Oh, yeah, I was thinking characters, but actors is probably a
Speedy
good
and
one too.
Streaky. Give me Speedy and Streaky, which is Super Horse and Super Cat.
Oh, you want to go full animal? Okay, I was not expecting you outside the box that much. I was thinking more like the
Speak
Flash.
English.
You've upset our tribal chocolate. You must sacrifice. We must sacrifice one token to the tribal chocolate.
I don't know what any of that means.
Not a lot of people do. You're right. And you know what? I appreciate Dimitri yelling this out right now. For the people that don't know, please explain who your people are. You pull these random obscure characters. Not everyone knows
These
them.
Pac-Man
Of course.
characters?
We're not James Gunn.
course,
We don't know
apparently.
these things. We don't know these obscure characters.
So Supergirl is filming right now, and Streaky, the Super Cat, is her cat.
Okay.
Like Crypto is Superman's dog.
That would be cool.
Speedy is a super horse who belongs to someone who has never shown up in live action, Superboy.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he has not in movies, but Titans.
And what? Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't
Don't-
count. That's Elseworlds.
On Titans.
Wait, which Superboy are we talking? 'Cause I'm thinking Leather
Oh,
Jacket
Batman.
Superboy from like the 90s or whatever. The 80s,
No, this
90s.
is Superboy from the 60s.
Yeah, I want Leather
Which is-
Jacket one.
Where he just wears the same thing.
Yeah, and it's smaller.
Yeah.
And they produced the book just so they could have a trademark on the name Superboy.
Oh,
Hmm.
right. I
All right,
remember
so
that
now we
one.
know a little bit more about their animals. I didn't know they all had animals. That's nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
I want to say there's a bird, but I can't remember it. If there is.
I'd like to see Bizarro.
Already?
Oh!
Just like a tease at the
Oh.
very end.
Yeah, just like him looking in a mirror and turns around and the reflection doesn't turn.
I
Some-
think
Something.
Bizarro's in it. I think he's the one in the Ultraman looking
It would be too early for
you
that.
know, Midnighter, whatever suit that is, Doomsday Possible suit. I think that's Bizarro in there.
I mean, yeah, you know what? It's not a bad like his like at some point the mask gets ripped off and it's him and it's actually like he's all like weird looking. I want like comic accurate Bizarro. I don't want like what they did on
Give me
the
Ultraman.
CW. Ultraman would be cool,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
But I
guess.
think cameo wise,
Yeah.
like I think someone from the Flash family. Because they gotta start planting a seed in each movie of the Justice League.
What about the CW Flash?
No, everything needs to be new. Except James Gunn's wife. Everything else needs to be new.
Well, yeah, no, that's an obvious. That's a given. Even John Cena. Get John Cena out of there. Make it James Gunn's wife, and like recast
That
him.
comes back soon, actually.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, so we are gonna move into comic talk. Kyle, it looks like you read something.
So I've been very busy making clips which were harder to make because somebody had technical difficulties last week and I had to come up with this whole new structure. And it's actually really cool because now the clips pop from 2 to 3 to 4 to 2. I got real fancy. Anyway, I've been doing that. So I only got to catch up on Poison Ivy a little bit more. And I just wanted to make a notable thing of my wife and I have been into like, hey, we should like remove like plastic stuff as much as we can, So like the baby doesn't also have a credit card with a plastic in her brain like we do. So it's just funny because like we've been having this conversation and in Poison Ivy they made a reference to it. So basically Poison Ivy and HR are in bed and HR is like, hey, there's a lot of mold in this place. Like what's going on here? Like this can't be good for us. And she was just like, you think it's worse than the plastic? like mold you have to be allergic to. Plastic is in everything. You're full of plastic. So it was pretty good. It's a good panel. I liked it.
Did you immediately show your wife?
Oh, I screenshot it and immediately sent it to her. She was sleeping.
We're done looking for mold, honey.
Yeah.
If everyone wants to take a moment, since we were talking about Bizarro, Daniel Warren Johnson did an amazing Bizarro commission like 2 years ago. I just put it up on our Discord. Go take a look at it. It is easily one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
It's funny that you said that because I was just on his website this morning. I was thinking about buying stuff. Yep. Yep. But that actually is a perfect segue into my next thing. So before I get into what I read this week, Jeremiah, I read a book about Beta Ray Bill by none other than Daniel Warren Johnson, written in art by Daniel Warren Johnson in 2021. There's your picture right there. Art style. Magnifique. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It's beautiful. But before we get into Beta Ray Bill, Jeremiah, give us that encyclopedia knowledge on who is Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill is the last of his species. Not really. He's the only one that was left out, and he was genetically modified to protect them. The entire species was on a ship, not making up the name, called Scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt appears in Thor Ragnarok. But Beta Ray doesn't, which is a shame. Beta Ray Bill is the first person, with the exception of Odin and Thor, to lift Mjolnir. It was created by Warren Simonson in Thor 337. One of my favorite Easter eggs ever in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the television show. Lady Sif and Thor get on Scuttlebutt. Thor and Beta Ray Bill tussle. Sif jumps down into the ship and all the weapons turn on her, and they ask for the access code, and she says 337, and it works. Because that was his first appearance. He is granted Stormbreaker upon Odin believing him to be so worthy, and Stormbreaker is a stronger hammer than Mjolnir. And only 2 people have ever wielded Stormbreaker, to my knowledge, and that is Odin and Beta Ray Bill. Galactus has a scar from Beta Ray Bill. That's an example of how powerful he is. He's part of the Annihilators. He's one of my favorite characters, probably my favorite cosmic character, although Silver Surfer's very, very close. And Daniel Warren Johnson did a 6-part miniseries that I want to say won the Eisner or was definitely nominated.
So with that being said, I read this I don't know if it was a 6-part, it might have been a 5-part, but I read all of it, unless there was like an additional 6. It is what it is. But anyways, just to describe the time period, this came out during the King in Black storyline. So King Black is floating around. It's happening in the background, which, if you don't know, has to do with Null, the King of the Symbiotes. All right, so that's just a quick boom. If you don't know, that happened. Crazy if you don't know, but it happened. So it opens up with the nullified Fing Fang Foom attacking Asgard. And then Bill faces off against him, but Stormbreaker is destroyed at this point. So he has no Stormbreaker. Thor actually destroyed it at some point. I guess that they got into a fight. He destroyed it. So he's fighting him with like just a bunch of like various weapons as he has. And then
Corbinite. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name of his species, and it finally came to me. He's a Corbinite.
He is a Corbinite.
My bad.
No, he is a Corbinite. So Thor saves the day, which he's kind of pissed off about. Like, you know, everyone loves Thor. They're throwing a huge party, and they're all like kind of forgetting about him. And because of Thor breaking the Stormbreaker, he's kind of stuck as like this horse face like looking dude, which he has complications with. He's not happy with. He doesn't like it. So he's on his own.
He's the only of the species that looks like that.
Yeah, I want more on that in a moment, please. Let's not forget.
They mutated him. So like basically he like sacrificed himself to like fight for his people, the Corbinites, and they like connected him with like cyborg shit, and that's why it looks like that. Yeah.
Similar origin story to Silver Surfer in a way.
Yeah.
But why a horse face?
I don't know.
It's not a horse. It is not a horse.
Yeah.
It is an enhanced snout to smell and sense danger.
But people make fun, like even in this book, like he
Yes,
ends up
they make
fighting
fun of-
someone that like says it. Like they're like, "Oh, I love horse meat."
Space
Like,
Marine.
what?
It sounded like space cream, which
Space Wolverine. I'm sorry.
Space Wolverine.
Space Wolverine.
Okay.
Okay, I see it.
Okay. It's better than what I thought.
Yeah, much better than Space Cream. But yeah. So he's pissed off, and he ends up going on his own to find a new weapon because he's just not happy being what he is. So it follows Beta Ray Bill, and he's accompanied by a few familiar faces. It's actually a very, very good book. I don't want to tell you guys everything about it. I read the full series in 2 nights. Like I really didn't expect
You are
to.
correct. It is a 5-part. It is not a 6-part, and it was nominated for an Eisner but did not win.
Between the art, the writing, the coloring, it's such a good like little 5-parter. And I went to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash today to try to find it because I have a ton of them I could just buy on eBay. But like I was like, let me try to find it. Maybe I could.
Look at you supporting local.
I tried.
Look at you.
I tried. So then I couldn't find it. So then I bought it online.
I mean, you could have gone 2 miles down the road to Comic Crypt, but that's besides the point. If you like Dana Warren Johnson's Transformers, he got the gig because of his work on Beta Ray Bill. So,
well, I happen to like Transformers, so it's kind of funny that I went back in time to read this. And I love the art style, I love the book, and then I look into it and I'm like, holy shit, he wrote the Transformers that I recently read that I love too. That's crazy. So I wrote him down. He is now stamped as one of my favorite artists / writers that I know. So
one of the best things about his artwork is it's not super expensive. Like if you see him at a show, there's a good chance you can get some art. Because he's very reasonable. And when he won the Eisner last year for Best Artist and Best Writer, and at the Eisner Awards, he went up, accepted the award, came back to the table, and was working on commissions during the ceremony so people could have them for San Diego the next day.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I really want to get a piece done, specifically of Beta Ray Bill. If not, just there's some covers out there for this whole book. There's one that is a homage to the original first appearance, or I don't know if it's a first appearance cover.
337. It is an homage. Yep.
You saw the cover. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I know the one exactly you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think I might get that one just to have it. It's like $100, so it's not crazy.
I think it's a 1 in 100 variant.
Yeah. I think there's one out there on CGC. It's not signed, so I would have to like crack it. So it's this whole like thing. We'll see. We'll see if I end up going through with it. Do I really need it? Yeah, I probably need it. I'll probably go with it.
I say do it.
Yeah. Who am I kidding? Right after this show, I'm buying it. Has anyone else read anything?
I've had too busy of a week, unfortunately. But should I do it now? Should I
do it?
Should I do it now?
Show us some skin.
I got stabbed a bunch today to start my Bernie Writes and Swamp Thing. It will be colored next month.
That's awesome.
And what really sucks is I have screws in this shoulder, and one of the screws is right here, and I felt it in my soul when that needle hit that. Oh my God.
Speaking from someone that's been tattooed on that exact point, I don't think having a screw in there necessarily like that point sucks. So like you having a screw in there, like it probably like was magnified because that was one of the most painful spots I've ever gotten tattooed in my life. Like so no. Congrats to you. Kudos to you for sticking it out on that one because damn.
That one sucked.
I can't wait to put some color in that. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Half sleeve is getting there.
There you go. Let me take the screw out. So we have someone in the chat. Why didn't you take the screw out? It's a good point. He didn't have a screwdriver at the time.
Yeah.
So what's next on the arm of heads, as I'm calling it? No, that's not going on your arm.
We
It's
already
going
found
over
the
your
place
belly
for it.
button.
We already found the place for that.
Right there, right next to Swampy.
That will work. Actually,
I still have not chosen which Shadow Man I'm getting because that's going to be like the actual like centerpiece. So, and I've got some other space. I don't know. I got Exo Manowar. I got to get Judge Dredd. I got to get Concrete. So, oh, you have a question?
Not a question, just a preference. Can you potentially? It's up to you. It's your arm. You have Swamp Thing. You're gonna put Cement Man there. Can you make them kiss? It's up to you.
someone needs to kiss.
It would be a very unique tattoo if you had them kissing at the top of your arm. Just say. Someone in our Discord probably wants it to happen. It might be me.
I feel like I need to go now because every time you do something, I feel like I copy you. So I feel like the urge to be like, I need another one. Jeremiah can't have more than me.
Oh, well, I have more than you. I have 7 now.
7? Oh, because you all right, wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I have 6. 6.
I was gonna say, okay. So 3 heads.
4 heads.
4 heads. Well,
Swamp,
one
Spirit, Spider-Man, Daredevil.
I was counting Spirit as a red penis. Sorry.
Mountain Goat Lyrics and a tattoo with my sister, which is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Don't even need to do it, Pierre.
Yeah, really.
Pierre is covered. Yeah, like we can't catch up at this point.
I was really considering just stopping at like a tattoo shop today and just getting something random done, but I'm not gonna do that. Not yet. I got more important things to do.
Join the Discord for a full nude body tour to see all of Pierre's tattoos.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Here, do you have your back done or no?
No. I have a tattoo back there, but like, I think I'm gonna just get like my whole back done over it, like just in one big piece. So eventually,
You never covered up the back one, right? The original one.
On the small
what's the original one?
That said harder, Kyle.
Some they call
No,
it.
no.
Stamp.
So it says harder, Kyle, but then under it, I actually put insert here with little Capri Sun straw. So I just added to it. That's all I did.
No.
I'm sorry,
Samson.
we're not doing in person. In person.
No, Samson.
But if you do catch me at your local Comic-Con, you never know.
Or just catch them generally with a white van.
Yep. Yeah.
Maybe you want to choke them a little.
Gotta catch them
Just
all.
give 'em a little choke.
I'm like a little Pokemon. Just throw a couple balls at me.
Jesus Christ. Moving on.
All right. It's community content time. This question is inspired by Black Citizen Network on TikTok. Would you want to see Marvel Comics do a full I read it wrong. Damn it, from the top. Would you want to see Marvel Comics do a full continuity reset like DC's New 52 once did, where every character starts fresh with no past baggage or history? Yes.
No.
It's such a conflicting question because I don't want it to happen, but I know once I accepted it, I was like, okay, shit, like they're really doing this. I would be excited. I would be so excited.
It depends
But I don't want
on
it.
editorial. Like the way they did New 52 was smart because they rolled it all out in phases and they told us a year ahead of time that it was going to happen and whatnot. So if I have the time to process the loss, maybe. But even then, I don't know.
So they're essentially doing that right now with Absolute. So
in a way,
I think if you give us that, like keep your normal continuity, but give us some like its own little.
But it's just Ultimate. But that's not the question though. Is deeper though because it's not like a fresh take. It's like
we erase everything.
Fresh, yeah. It's like how can I say it? Because you're not erasing for the sake of doing something different and cool. You're erasing for the sake of doing it over again and making better choices. So like the origins are going to be the same, maybe just tweaked. The characters are going to be the same names, but maybe not all be pale and blonde. Like it would be a tweaking and retelling.
Yeah, but they're
with
going to
modern
keep
art.
Gwen alive, and no one wants that.
But no, like they would still do the big stuff. And like for us, it'd be like, oh wow, like they did it, but it's a little different, and it's modern art. It's the artist I can go see at New York, you know? That would be the difference. Like it would be close to the original, but picking and choosing, like no pink kryptonite kind of thing, you know? Like maybe don't do a retelling of that. But you still kill, you know, Gwen. You still kill whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess the short answer is no from you guys and yes from me.
My brain would be useless.
No, you would
I would be a
constantly be like,
moron.
originally
Nuh-uh.
it was like this.
Technically, being technically correct is the best time of correct.
We would launch like a new thing where it's like us against you, like us reading the new stories and you fighting
I would
us with
feel
your
so
old
much
knowledge.
like Brendan Lee Mulligan. It's not even funny.
I'm sure it was a good joke, but I did not get it. If I'm
Don't
being
know.
honest.
I gotta send you that rant.
Okay. In the Discord.
There you go. So everyone else can get it. Jeremiah's going to drop it in the Discord.
But you know what's funny? If they did, like this is just all hypothetical, but if they did, we know that one day they would just put it all back just like DC did. And New 52, yeah, there's issues that have value because they were first appearances, but none of those first appearances are real first appearances. So like Court of Owls is a first appearance. The first time Nightwing showed up in New 52 is not a first appearance. So like
Correct.
the old books still hold all the value.
Yeah, sure. All right, well, it's time for screen time, and Kyle, you watched Sonic too.
So I had to watch my own child for like a full 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
And I wanted to watch something that, you know, she would kind of pay attention to and not just go up, up, up every 2 seconds. So we watched Sonic 2 together.
She
I didn't
knows it's
tell her.
not very high, right?
She wanted to be on the couch, but someone doesn't know how to sit in the couch, so it's not very safe.
Did you watch Sonic 1, and are you going to watch Sonic 3?
So how can I explain?
Sonic 3 so
I
good.
watched Sonic 1. Me and Dimitri watched it together holding hands. She did not watch Sonic 1. I did not tell her that this was Sonic 2.
She wasn't even born yet.
I wasn't telling her that this was Sonic 2. She just thought it was the first one, and she missed some of the origin. She watched 90% of it, though. I think the mix of animation and real people, like that's what does it. Because Gabby's Dollhouse, that's the new favorite. That's part animation, part human.
Do you think she looks at Bitsy now and's like, why aren't you blue?
We have a tail pulling problem. We won't talk about that. She does love Miss Rachel. She does.
That's nice.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all. That's my mushiness. We didn't get to Sonic 3. We were gonna do it, but Bitsy messed us up a little bit.
I think next week we ought to come on here and we all got to talk about Minecraft. I didn't watch it, but I'm just saying we should all probably go watch it.
Things.
Find me a link and I will watch it.
A link to our local movie theater.
Yeah. Fandango.
That's right.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go together.
Yeah.
No.
It's on Paramount.
Is it on Paramount already?
No, not yet. He's still hearing Sonic.
Daredevil Born Again. I didn't watch the finale.
It's not the finale.
You guys did.
The penultimate issue. The penultimate episode. So
there's not too much to say. Daredevil got shot.
Bullseye is being Bullseye, and we know who hired him to kill Foggy, which I called immediately. Also,
I don't remember that.
Same. I don't know if I did it on the pod, but I did definitely with my wife.
Oh, doesn't count then. Doesn't count.
And I did
Nope.
other things with my wife too. But anyways, I can also guess who hired him to go after who he originally was going after. Same person. So being vague for reasons.
Remember, not get shot. Spoilers.
Yeah. The tooth incident, 100% what Bullseye would do. 100%. So that was really, really awesome to see him actually act like Bullseye. And I loved the moments when he was like being the guy. They changed the coloring to blue and gray.
Did they?
They did. Every time there was a Bullseye moment, the colors got changed to blue and gray, which was really, really cool. Also, I cannot wait for the GIF of Matt saying "fuck you" to Bullseye on his way out the door.
That was a good scene. I one day would like to do that to someone, just like boom, boom, and then just be like, he did it to himself.
Yeah. So I am excited for the season finale.
That's really gonna mess up my question. Do you feel like the season finale is gonna be a flop due to the fact that the main character took 2 bullets?
No, I don't.
You think it's a time jump?
It's going to be a flop. I don't think it's going to be a time jump either. I think it's going to be similar to the Russian roulette scene in Daredevil 190, but reversed.
Yep, because we've all read that.
Yeah. No, wow, not 190, 182. Holy shit!
Oh well, 182. Now I know what you're talking about.
Nah,
don't
that's what
explain
it
it
was
for the viewers.
Thank you for just telling us the right book that we've all read.
Yeah, so that's what I think is going to happen.
Okay, but for real, could you tell us what it's about?
Bullseye's in a hospital bed, and Daredevil goes in with a revolver and plays Russian roulette with him. And I think that's going to be a similar situation, except for Bullseye's going to be, Bullseye's going to be over his bed with the revolver playing Russian roulette.
I should try and clip this before next week.
Yeah, you should. Do they kiss?
So, that's my guess. Because I think Bullseye's going to make it out of that room just fine.
So they do kiss.
Yeah, but the issue before.
Yeah.
So I'm just nervous that like they prematurely injured him so severely, you know? Like, I'm sorry, but I need one more big fight scene to feel complete. Like, I need that.
I think we're gonna get the hallway scene in the season finale with him with one arm tied up.
Oh, so there will be a short time jump then.
Maybe.
And it's gonna be in a hospital.
But like him in his hospital gown fighting people off in the hallway.
I mean, if we get to see something, we get to see something. I'm not going to complain he's not in his red suit, or should I say black suit?
That's fake news. Fake news.
Oh, so you could do
it. All right. Well, that was your Daredevil segment, guys. I appreciate you guys being a few episodes ahead of me and me not caring about being spoiled. But looks like everyone's happy with the show so far, so that's a good thing.
So, and Handmaid's Tale, all right. June is up to her hijinks again.
Oh, not again,
gang. All right, listen. It's
that really silly good. Woman.
You guys really check it
that
out.
Wench
Team. Let me tell you.
Oh man,
she's trying to save the world and all the ladies.
All the single ladies.
All right, well, it's time for the segment to close us out. Rumor baby. Hugh Laurie has potentially been cast as the titular.
Hold on. Nope. Start that again.
Hugh Laurie.
Thank you. Okay, you said Hugh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Jeremiah. Hugh Laurie has potentially been cast as the titular villain, Mr. Sinister, in the next Deadpool movie. What does this mean for fans?
Jeremiah, what are you tickling in the air there?
I hope this is true. I will. Oh my god,
I
love Hugh
think-
Laurie almost as much as my wife. So like
Wow.
him being Mr. Sinister would be wonderful.
This
Wonderful.
is perfect for a
Yeah,
Deadpool movie. If we're gonna do like the next Deadpool movie, this is perfect for it. Now they've already done a video game where it was really this premise, where it's Deadpool versus Mr. Sinister. Just saying, but it was great. It was a great video game, so I'm excited. I'm very, very excited for that, and I've never actually given any cares for Mr. Sinister.
You have to clip that for John. You have to clip that for John.
For John. Love you, John. The Chameleon is rumored to be the main villain in Spider-Man 4. Is that a boom or a doom?
That is a boom for sure.
That's
Because
fake.
the Chameleon needs a lot of love. He hasn't gotten any live action love technically, because of the Craven movie. Yeah, because he can be anyone. He can really be. He could fuck up Peter's life. He could fuck up Spider-Man's life.
Yeah, that's what I want to see after the scrolls. More shape shifting.
Yes, Pierre.
So I'm doing this hand raising thing whenever I have something weird to say. So the Chameleon, right? So what if like, would it be cool? Like, would everyone be fine with it if he like just pretended to be Mary Jane and like coaxed Peter into kissing him, and then they like transformed into being a dude again, and then like they're just like staring at each other weirdly?
There's a wonderful issue of Daredevil where Mephisto disguises himself as a woman and makes out with Matt at a bar, but everyone at the bar sees Mephisto as a man.
Huh.
Oh, kind of like that.
Yeah, because Mephisto's Mephisto.
I
Send me
feel
a
like
link for that one.
that's a good one, and I feel like they should have like a side panel where like the Impractical Jokers are like in, like a
Now
room
kiss.
behind the
I think one of them
bar.
just got canceled, by the way. So maybe,
Oh,
Yeah.
another one got canceled. You mean?
yeah, like two.
Oh,
of
another
them.
one? Jesus, they're
Like
dropping
more than
like
half
flies.
of them
But
are bad.
imagine, so we were talking about this at work, but what if it's a prank? Like one of them is pranking the others, and like it's like
That's a bad one. That's
It's
a
like
bad
Solicit a
prank.
minor. Solicit a minor.
he puts him through years
Oh, no.
of like trauma through this, and then like he's like, "Oh, I gotcha. It was great."
Now you got to divorce your wife.
See your face.
like, oh yeah, okay, go get him. All right. Anyways, now that we're gonna get canceled, according to a reliable leaker, XOX underscore leak on X, Daredevil
On
is
Twitter.
being yeah, on Twitter, no problem. Daredevil is being worked on for Marvel Rivals. What are your thoughts on this?
I'll get the game. He shows up, I'll get the game. I'll suck ass.
You
I will like be the absolute worst and eat shit constantly, but I'll get the game.
Deadpool's also rumored.
I wish I still played the game.
I would like to have time to play the game.
I just fell off completely. Like
I think they're releasing a new character every month for the next few months.
I think my problem with
Yeah.
it is it's only fun if like you're with your crew, and like it's hard to get a full crew together at like, you know, depending on the hour. You know what I mean? Like it's like we're limited
Yeah.
hours. We're adults, is what I'm trying to say. We're
Yeah.
old. We're old and we're trying, but we can't. We can't.
One
put
of us has
ourselves together.
children, okay?
I got called Unk. So that was
Got
new.
called Unk. Amongst other things, you are getting called Unk. Marvel is reportedly looking for a 30 to 50-year-old Asian man for a large role in Brave New Day. Mr. Negative, perhaps?
Brand new day.
It's abbreviated. It's my fault.
You know we don't do abbreviations. It's not a good thing. But I'll give you the fact that I didn't do anything in the notes.
I would love for Mr. Negative to show up. I think that would be a great villain that they could portray really easily and fits with the Brand New Day storyline, because although he is powerful, he is nowhere close to super powerful and can be foiled. Yes, Pierre.
All right, this is completely out of pocket, and I don't know if I should be saying it, but
then don't.
What
if that's your thought? Don't.
What if we race swap Mr. Negative? And hear me out. All right, hear me out here. Everyone, you have to listen to this with an open heart. 30 to 50-year-old black man for a large role.
He's doing Trump hands. I don't like it.
They make him Mr. Negative. All right, everything's normal.
Okay.
And then when he's like doing his thing, it's like a white guy. So
oh
like,
no! Oh no! That took a dark twist.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
Oh, it's wrong.
I'll allow it.
I think it'd be cool. It'd be a good take.
There's this white guy terrorizing the city. They're not going to do anything to stop him. But
and then you go to like the wherever Aunt May works, like that little like food center, and just a black dude running it, and he's like, they'll never suspect me. And then boom, white guy causing
so
chaos
basically,
again.
He turns off his powers every time he's about to get caught, because he turns back into a white dude. They just let him go.
Mm-hmm.
So he's terrorizing with his negative powers, and then just flips back and like, oh, all right, no, you're good, you're good.
Yeah, something like that. I don't think this is okay. Tobey Maguire was reportedly seen in the UK, where Avengers Doomsday is set to begin filming soon. I'm not doing any more Spider-Man. I'm done.
He's just looking for young women. That's all.
Wow. Okay.
Do you blame him?
What? He's not Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever his name is.
He's close, actually.
Uncle Leo.
He's close.
Uncle Leo.
He doesn't have a 27 age limit.
No,
it's
like
actually
29.
younger than that. It's his age limit is like 23, 24.
Wild.
Yeah. Haley Atwell to appear in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Who's Haley Atwell?
Please. Peggy Carter.
That's Captain Carter to you.
Great. Because we haven't had enough of her.
What if is
you
what
watch your tongue, sir?
Yeah.
Listen, like
it's just because of what if. If it wasn't for what if, you'd be cool.
Because it's gonna be the same Captain Carter. It's gonna be her again from What If. That's what it's gonna be, and I just didn't want it to begin with. Like it's not that I didn't. I liked it, and then they just like went way too much with it. It's like, why are we making her like the main thing in What If? Like she's like the main. She's going through all of it. Like it was nice for one episode. It was sick. I loved it. They did a great job with it. So I don't know.
A woman can't carry the shield, I guess is what Pierre's saying.
Wow.
Exactly what I heard.
Robert Pattinson's possible role in Dune 3 may overlap with the Batman Part 2, but it's not expected to delay filming.
So Batman showing up in Dune?
They could easily just like throw a robe over
there was a scene
his Batman outfit.
Yeah, with it was in Zack Snyder's. That was just an early version of this.
Yeah. That's it. Scene already seen. We saw it all. Animated Invincible Boys crossover.
Boo!
Yeah, I don't know if I need that.
There's a special coming to Prime Video in late 2025.
I don't know if I believe
Carl
it.
Urban deserves all the money, but at what cost?
The animated The Boys TV show, whatever it was just good. It was like small little stories. I don't know if you guys watched that. It wasn't really The Boys at all. It was like its own little thing. I would give that a watch because that with Invincible would work really well. So just saying. Give it a little shot. Come on, Jeremiah.
Maybe if I can find the time.
You love both things. Anyways, guys, subscribe, follow, leave a review, join our Discord, and catch us live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And read the first letter. No, there's no motto in this one. Don't read the first letter. Damn it. Damn it, we forgot to edit that out, guys.
Edging.
We're gonna have a competition soon, so a little thing. We're doing it. Just stay tuned for it. But we're gonna be giving away a comic book.
Yeah, I hit another picture of Jeremiah in one of the clips.
Fucking A.
Oh,
So this one, the clue is Jeremiah's playing with balls. I don't know what the prize is.
You didn't find that.
I don't know what the prize is, but I promise you thought the last one was hard to find. This one's way harder. It is like a millisecond.
If
literal
it is
millisecond.
the photo I think it is, I am not gonna forgive you.
there's something in the clips.
You'll
That's
have
so
to
funny.
find it. You'll have to find it to win your own prize because I don't. Yeah. Anyway, Paneloids, comic books and more. Paneloids, comic books and more.
Peace.